Giving all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rachakwadash. Double honors to the elders, apostles, and bishops of Great Millstone, as well as the men that taught them, and peace and blessings unto the 144,000, as well as the rest of the elect. This is Brother Tazupa here with your daily lunch special, and today we're going to be serving up some America Reads the Bible, all right? And Trump read the Bible here recently. I don't know exactly what day. Was it yesterday or Sunday? I'm not sure, all right? But Trump recently, went through the passages of 2 Corinthians 7, chapter 7, verses 11 to 23, to the end of the chapter, all right? And, before I get into it, I'm going to give a shout out to the brother Michael Allah out in L.A., with L.A., Great Millstone, Los Angeles, all right? Because he did a lesson on this, and which I had heard the speech where I heard Trump do the reading, but I didn't give it much thought until I looked at that brother's video, and upon examining, all right, Trump's speech, he is putting himself as King Solomon, okay? And so this is why I'm here in 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 3, getting right at the point. It says, let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition, all right? And thanks to Trump, you see, we have a lot to be thankful for in this or with this administration. All right, now I know the brothers understand, what I'm saying, but you Negroes, I tell you, 2/3 Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, y'all looking at it as all bad because y'all think that your beloved America is your home. All right, and you need to read Micah chapter 2, verse 10. All right, we need, as a people, as a nation, to get the hell up out of America, to get from under Esau, Edom. All right, is what we need. All right, and the longer this goes on, the longer we get exploited, oppressed, and destroyed. All right, destroyed. Look, y'all thought I was playing. Ain't no families today. It's baby daddies and baby mamas. But I don't, and not to say that there is none, but it's too few to be relevant. All right, too few and far in between to be relevant, to do anything positive. All right, we got to get from under the control of this devil and implement biblical law. Now, verse 4 says, who opposeth and exalted himself above all that is called Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, or that is worshipped, so that he, as God, sitteth in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God. Now, that's something simple, right? America reads the Bible. So, like it, then you have Trump, all right, reading the Bible, but he reads it in pride, all right, as an Edomite would, all right, reading the scriptures in pride. He puts himself as King Solomon. So, as Apostle Tahar said, all right, when you make any accusations, you have to bring the proof, all right? And so we're going to get into it. Wish I could shrink this. Yeah.
Thus Solomon finished the house of the Lord and the king's house, and all that came into Solomon's heart to make in the house of the Lord, and in his own house.
All right. So I have Trump pulled up here, and I have the verse or the chapter and verses as well as the translation. All right, he's reading from the easy to read Bible, and which you'll see, you can read along with him. All right. Here we go.
Solomon's heart to make in the house of the Lord, and in his own house he prosperously effected. And the Lord appeared to Solomon by night and said to him, I have heard your prayer and have chosen this place for myself for a house.
That's verse 12 at the top. So as he read, I'm gonna keep the verse at the top of the screen so you can follow along.
Of sacrifice, if I shut up heaven that there be no rain, or if I command the locusts to devour the land, or if I send pestilence among my people, if my people which are called by my name shall humble themselves and pray and seek my face and turn from their wicked ways, then will I hear from heaven and will forgive their sin and will heal their land. Now my eyes shall be open and my ears attent to the prayer that is made in this place. For now I have chosen and sanctified this house, that my name may be there forever, and my eyes and my heart shall be there perpetually. And as for you, if you will walk before me, as David your father walked, and do according to all that I have commanded you, and shall observe my statutes and my judgments, then will I establish the throne of my kingdom according to as I have covenanted with David your father, saying there shall not fail you as a man to be ruler in Israel. But if you turn away and forsake my statutes and my commandments, which I have set before you, and shall go and serve other gods and worship them, then will I pluck them up from the roots out of my land which I have given them, and this house which I have sanctified for my name will I cast out of my sight, and will make it to be a proverb and a byword among nations. And this house which is high shall be an astonishment to every one that passes by it, so that he shall say, why has the Lord done thus to this land and to this house? And it shall be answered, because they forsook the Lord God of their fathers, which brought them forth out of the land of Egypt, and laid hold on other gods, and worshipped them and served them. Therefore has he brought all this evil upon them.
And so, as you see, Trump read it. This the easy to read Bible. He read it verbatim. Except for where? All right. When you go to verse 18. And there is where he's equating himself with King Solomon. When I first heard it, I felt, I had a feeling that's what he was doing in the spirit, but I busted his ass. All right. Verse 18. Now, as you read, because I wanted to show you this, so you can see he read it verbatim, except for the 18th verse. All right. I'm going to go back. Back here. Right there. Verse 18. Go back a little bit. I go to 30. That's good. All right. We're going to go back into it. Give me the, here we go.
Covenanted with David your father, saying there shall not fail you as a man to be ruler in Israel. But if you turn away and forsake my statutes, and my name may be, then will I hear from heaven and will forgive their sin and will heal their land. Now my eyes shall be open and my ears attent through the prayer that is made in this place. For now I have chosen and sanctified this house, that my name may be there forever, and my eyes and my heart shall be there perpetually. And as for you, if you will walk before me, as David your father walked, and do according to all that I have commanded you, and shall observe my statutes and my judgments, then will I establish the throne of my kingdom according to...
You see, first he said, my kingdom. That ain't what this says. Then I will establish the throne of your kingdom. Most High was speaking to Solomon. He said, my kingdom. All right? Let's continue.
As I have covenanted with David your father, saying there shall not fail you as a man to be ruler in Israel.
He just switched the whole meaning of that verse. That is not what this says, Trump. It says, there shall not fail you, a man, to be ruler in Israel. But what did he say? There shall not fail you as a man. And he was putting it on him. All right? What the Heavenly Father was saying is, if you do what I say, you will always have a heir to the throne. That's what he was saying. That is not what Trump said. Okay? And again, read it for yourself. Go back a little bit. One more time. This is how the devil works. All right? I'm showing you, and what did we read? That day shall not come, except there come a falling away first. And what? And that man of sin be revealed. All right, the falling away was in 70 AD, when our ancestors, the children of Israel, fled Roman persecution out of Jerusalem. All right? That was the falling away. And the man of sin being revealed is the brothers prophesying, calling out the so-called white man. He is the son of perdition. No doubt about it. All right. Let's see. Yeah, just one last time we'll play it. Go back some. All right.
According to all that I have commanded you, and shall observe my statutes and my judgments, then will I establish the throne of my kingdom according to as I have covenanted with David your father, saying there shall not fail you as a man to be ruler in Israel. But if you turn away and forsake my statutes and my...
So he's referring to himself, all right? And he made that clear when he said, then will I establish the throne of my kingdom, referring to Trump, according as I have covenanted with your father, or with David your father, saying, there shall not fail you as a man to be ruler in Israel. All right? Now, somebody got put to death for that, or something similar. All right? Something similar. And we read that. Let's see, where we going to kick it off? We don't need that. We done went through that. Let's go here. And this is Acts chapter 12, verse 20. And Herod was highly displeased with them of Tyre and Sidon. But they came with one accord to him, and having made Blastus the king's chamberlain, their friend desired peace, peace because their country was nourished by the king's country. And upon a set day, Herod, arrayed in royal apparel, sat upon his throne and made an oration unto them. He gave a speech. All right. And the people gave a shout, saying, it is the voice of a God and not of a man. And immediately the angel of the Lord smote him, because he gave not Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai the glory. And he was eaten of worms and gave up the ghost. All right, and that was the point. And look at this. But the word of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai grew and multiplied. All right. So here Herod, he gave a speech, but he didn't rebuke the people because they said he was a god. Right? And Most High said, up, get him up out of there. And see, you never know when the Most High has mercy for you, or when your mercy didn't run out. All right? But here Trump is putting himself in the place of Solomon. Okay? And how much more so, you understand, with him making himself Solomon, you know, is with how much more is he going off? Herod didn't even call himself a god, the people did. But he didn't correct the people. All right. Now, fast forward 2026, and we have this egomaniac, this narcissist. You want to know what a narcissist is? Look at Trump. All right. And what does he do? Equate himself to King Solomon and his wicked ass rule and his wicked ass house. All right. But what's going to come of all this? The word of the Most High is going to be multiplied. Because now they're just being exposed. Trump is really, their exposure increased multifold with this administration. All right? And so that's why I say we should be thankful to Trump. You know? We should be thankful. But yeah, that was it. You go look at the version yourself, or rewind the video and see if he's not putting himself as King Solomon. All right. But yeah, I'm gonna close it right there, and we'll get back into it tomorrow with more of the anointed. All right. So stay tuned and stay up to the next one. Shalom.